Following the notice module, we now have payroll management, where we manage all employee salaries, wages, deductions, bonuses, and net pay within the company. This module contains a total of 14 submodules. The first submodule is payroll, where we can view a complete list of all payrolls within the company, along with the employee's name, net salary, duration, paid on, and paid by, and its status. And in the action options allows us to view the details of an payroll by clicking the I button and edit the details of any existing payroll by clicking the edit icon. And right next to it is a button to delete any payroll. Clicking it will delete the particular payroll. And using the filter bar at the top, we can select the branch, department, year, salary cycle, and month to generate a specific payroll. But we cannot generate a payroll when attendance data is not available. Next is the second submodule, payroll setting, which provides 9 different options. And the first option is salary component, where we can see the list of current salary components within the company, along with their name, component type, value type, and status. And the action option allows us to modify or edit the details of any existing component by clicking the edit icon. And right next to it is a button to delete any component. Clicking it will delete that particular component. And we can add a new salary component using the Add Salary Component button at the top. By entering the salary component name, selecting the component type, value type, annual component value, and then simply clicking the Add button below to add the new salary component. The next option is Salary Group, where we can view the list of all the different salary groups within the company, along with their name, salary components, and status, indicating whether that salary group is currently active or not. And the action option allows us to modify the details of any existing salary group by clicking the edit icon. And right next to it is a button to delete any group. Clicking it will delete that salary group. And we can add new salary groups using the Add Salary Group button at the top by just giving the new salary group name, assigning the salary components, selecting its branch, department, and employees, and then just clicking the Create Salary Group button to create or add the group. After that is PF, which stands for Provident Fund. And this is a government standard where any employee earning more than 15,000 must contribute 12% as PF. And from here, we can update the settings regarding PF. Following that is the bonus option, where we can view the list of employee bonuses with details such as the occasion for the bonus, the assigned employees, its value type, value, and status. And the action option allows us to edit any existing bonus by clicking the edit icon. And right next to it, we can delete any bonus by clicking the delete button. And we can add a new bonus using the add bonus button at the top by just filling in all the required details and then clicking the Add button. Next is Salary TDS, which stands for Tax Deducted at Source and is the portion of income tax that an employer automatically subtracts from your monthly earnings and deposits directly with the Indian Income Tax Department on your behalf. And here we can view the Salary TDS details for both single and married employees, such as the annual salary from and annual salary to, their TDS percentage, and its status. And the action option allows us to update the details of any existing salary TDS by clicking the edit icon. And right next to it is a button to delete any record. Clicking it will delete it. And we can add or create salary TDS using the Add Salary TDS button at the top by just simply filling the required data. After that is advanced salary, where we can select or update the maximum percentage of salary that any employee can receive in advance. Next is overtime, where we can view the list of who has done how much overtime within the company, along with other details like the payroll type, title, maximum daily overtime, pay percent, and whether it is active or not. And by using the Add Overtime button, we can add overtime by just filling in the required data like the branch name, payroll type, title, maximum daily overtime hours, and maximum weekly overtime hours, along with other details shown on the screen. Following that is undertime, along with the title, threshold time, penalty rate per hour, and whether it is active or not. And we can add undertime using the Add Undertime button at the top by just filling in data like the branch name, title, and penalty type, along with other details shown on the screen. Next is the payment method option, where we can select different payment methods and modify the existing payment method using the edit button in the action option, or delete the particular payment method by using the delete button in the action option. And we can add or submit any new payment method using the add payment method button. Moving on, the third submodule is advanced salary, where we can view the advanced salary lists within the company along with the employee's name, requested amount, request date, released amount, release date, whether it is paid or not, and the current status. And using the advanced salary filter bar at the top, we can easily find any specific advanced salary details by filtering on the basis of branch, department, employee, status, and month. Next is the fourth submodule, employee salary, where we can view the salary list of every employee within the company. And using the employee salary filter bar at the top, we can easily find an employee's salary by filtering by department and employee name.